What's up, guys? So we're gonna make a real simple video here on the zone offense matrix. I'm not gonna talk much about anything other than this is how this offense works. Okay, we'll have other videos later in more detail. So how does this offense work? Well, player one is the point guard. He brings the ball up court. He has the ball. So any one of these players can initiate the movement, but in this example, player 4 starts the movement. So he can choose anybody except for the ball handler. He goes and sets a screen, an off the ball screen. In this example, he chooses number 3 here. Sets the screen. And now, after he sets the screen, he replaces 3. He now takes this zone. And now 3 is going to set a screen for someone else. It's that simple. It's very, very simple. Now 3 can choose anybody. He can choose 5 or 2 to set a screen. In this example, he chooses 2, sets a screen. And now, after setting the screen, he's going to replace him in his zone. Now 2 is going to set a screen for either 5 or 4. In this example, he chooses to set a screen for 5, and so on, and so on, and so on, and so on. Very simple. It's just a series of off-the-ball screens. After you set the screen, you replace them in their zone. So where are scoring opportunities going to come from in this is, I guess, what you're wondering, since the ball is just staying in the hands of the point guard. Well, I mean, obviously, after you set a, when you're using the screen, you're going to set a screen for someone else. But really, I mean, you're looking to score. So what we're looking for here is, so in this example, let's say he sets a screen, 5 sets a screen for 3 here. Now, this is a good, now let's say they both get open here. And by the way, this is going to be one of the most common scoring opportunities you're going to find in this system. So let's say 3 finds himself wide open here. 1 can pass the ball to 3, and 3 can drive the lane for a layup. Or, well, the other very common way to score in this is maybe the defense, it's going to cause the defense to make a lot of mistakes. Very easy for us to execute, very difficult for them to consistently not screw up on their assignments, their defensive assignments. So defense is going to make a lot of mistakes, we're not. So what could end up happening is they both defenders chase 3, and now 5 is wide open for a catch and shoot. Excuse me. So very simple, just a series of off-the-ball screens. After you set the screen, you take their zone, and it goes on and on and on and on until you get a bucket. One caveat I will say is that these guys on the outside, like 2 and 3 here, well, it could be anybody, because in this instance it's 2 and 3, right? They're on the outside, but now 4 is going to be on the outside. So, I mean, let's say 4 can't shoot as well as 3 can. Now, what if 4 doesn't have the range that 3 has? You got to make sure all your players are staying in catch and shoot range. You don't want 3, or let's say in this example, 4 ends up wide open, so 1 passes the ball to 4, and this is outside of 4's range. That's not what we want. We want to make sure 4 is after he sets the screen, stay in the front of the zone. Make sure he's in catch. When he catches, he's in range to just catch and shoot and not have to dribble to get closer and then shoot, or shoot a shot that's outside of his range. That's one thing to look out for. The other thing is what you can do to practice this And just practice. It's just not even just practice this offense in particular. Just for a good practice is a 4-on-5. So one and the team with 5 players is not allowed to dribble. So they're gonna have to run this offense. This is gonna be a great offense in that situation for them to learn how to use. Yeah. Again, that's a 4 versus 5, where there's only 4 defenders, but the 5 guys on offense here aren't allowed to dribble. Anyways, I hope that was clear cut, and thank you. See you later.